Welcome back to HalfmoonsPicks. I am Steve. I am back once again. This is my 10th season, 10th time, or 10th year, I should say, on YouTube. The 2023-2024 season. This is week one. I hope you had a great off season. I must say personally, my dad passed recently, so I'm dedicating this 10th season for him. So may the Cowboys win in heaven for you. All right, that being said, thanks again for stopping by. We're changing up the format again just a little bit. I got some money pools at Yahoo again. There's only 100 people that can join each pool. I got 2 pools going on, and I have a first place pick will be $100, second place $50, third place $25, and both the survival, 3 strikes you're out, and the picks like I do usually every year. Last year I didn't have prize money. I understand that, but the year before I did, and it just got so crazy. People from overseas, I was, making pesos and whatnot. It just got too strenuous. Didn't want to do that last year, but this year I figured if I just did first, second, third on 2 different pools, why not? $350 prize. And now if there's a tie, just to let you know, like a first place be $150, divided at 75 each, equally if it's a tie. So let you know ahead of time. I might throw in a couple extra dollars, if I have to even it up. We'll see. It's not much. Also on prize amounts for the season, it'll be paid out through either Zelle, PayPal, or Cash App. So you have to have one of those 3 in order to get paid. Last year I went 53% on my video picks last year. I'm not doing a Twitter, under and overs. I will stay in my video. If I have an under and over pick, I'll throw it in here. But as far as I'll link for people who are on Twitter, they can link to my YouTube channel. Twitter ain't what it used to be, so what is it, X now? I'm sorry. This year I'm just going to give 3 picks, and that's it. I'm not going to go over every single game like I did last year. And my 4th pick will be Dakota, my son, and he'll give the 4th pick. And he's been in the pools the last 3-4 years. He does pretty good. So I'm giving his best pick of the week. Last year I picked Super Bowl picks. I had Kansas City over Green Bay. Green Bay didn't make it, but I had Kansas City at 1. I got the divisional, I got the conference payout, and the Super Bowl payout. This year, everybody's asked, who do I think? I'm going off, the favorites again, Kansas City and Philadelphia. It doesn't pay that well, so I'm a big Lions fan, so I'm going Lions. I think they have a star, can easily win the division, as they have no Cook and no Rodgers in the division anymore. They got a better shot at winning it, and they had really good odds. It was like 28-1 for Super Bowl. Now it's down to 25, so a lot of people jumped on. So even if you put $10 down, you could win $250. Easy peasy. As far as the AFC side, I picked the Bills. It looked like they had pretty good odds there. They're stacked offense and defensively. If I think anybody could beat the Chiefs this year in the playoffs, the Bills could do it. Hopefully they stay healthy enough to do so. But they were 12-1, now down to 8.5-1. So still not too bad, considering, if you pick money on the Chiefs, you just ain't even worth it. All right, and that being said, let's get on with the show. And my 3rd pick of the week, we got the Tennessee Titans traveling to the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are a 3-point home favorite. New Orleans won the last 6 out of 8 contests. Derek Carr making his debut as a New Orleans Saints. Is Thomas and Olave as their wide receivers, 1st and 2nd. Not too shabby. Tennessee has one of the weakest cornerback secondary in the NFL. I think they should be able to pass all over them. Jamal Williams, again from Detroit, #1 running back, went to New Orleans this season. He had 1,066 yards and 7 TDs. So they got a run game, they got a pass game. Tennessee, all you got to do is stop Derrick Henry, leave Ryan Tannehill, the game manager. And I think as long as, they're not, getting 10 yards every 5 minutes, I think you should be good to go. So give me the New Orleans Saints -3. Next, my second pick of the week, we got the Buffalo Bills traveling to the New York Jets. This is a Monday Night Football. Everybody's eyes are on Aaron Rodgers as the new Jets quarterback. Went over with him, Allen Lazard. And they also got Dalvin Cook. The Jets have one of the worst offensive line. And you know, Rodgers, last year, if he played 16 or more games, he had the worst passing of his career last year. And you know, he got an extra game. He got 17 games and still couldn't make up for the 16 games as he played a full season earlier in his past. You know, so he's not as well. He looks like Kazoo. You ever see that from Fred Flintstone cartoons? Anyways, he's not as good. Jets are the oldest team in the NFL right now. So you know how that's going to work out. The Buffalo Bills have won the last 5 out of 6 meetings. And to me, the Buffalo Bills have one of the better defenses and the better offenses in the AFC. So give me the Buffalo Bills -2.5. Last but not least, we got the Los Angeles Rams traveling to the Seahawks. The Los Angeles Rams are a 5.5-point road dog. Geno Smith versus Matthew Stafford is all that needs to be said. Geno Smith, he had a decent year last year. I'm not gonna lie, they barely made it into the playoffs. They got in, they were just one and done. I'm not complaining. You know, who would have thought Geno Smith would have? Now, can he do it 2 years in a row? Last year in Seattle, the game did go over in overtime, and Seattle did win by a field goal in overtime. But that was with Baker Mayfield. Here we got a healthy Cooper Kupp, healthy Matthew Stafford, healthy Aaron Donald. This is a divisional game, and you're getting 5.5 points. So, you know, if it's a one-score game and it finishes it, you know, 3, 4, and 7, you won 75% of the time. So give me the Los Angeles Rams +5.5.
And my pick of the week, we have the Las Vegas Raiders +4 against the Denver Broncos. I got Raiders +4 because we got Jimmy G, can throw to Adams, great receiver, make a great pair. And if we look back at the past, we got Denver hasn't beat Raiders in a game since 2019. And the last game, they went into overtime and Raiders beat them at home. It's a divisional game. I think it's going to be close, so I'm taking Raiders with the points.
All right, thanks Dakota for that, and I expect him maybe have his own channel someday. You never know. All right, that wraps it up. Like I said, I'm not going over every team. One team I picked the Lions +7. It's now at 6.5 in some books, but I wouldn't go for that if I were you. But if you do see 7, might be worth a lay. Games to watch out for is those high public games. So a lot of people on Jags over the Indianapolis Colts -5. That's the big bet. You know, that's 88% of the public got that. Next is Eagles over the Patriots. That's 84% of the public and -4. You know, the spreads are low and they look very tempting, but you know, when you see it building up and you see more points on it, it'd probably not be worth it. But San Francisco -2.5 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's at 80% of the public, and Cincinnati -2.5 over Cleveland. So all these games road dogs, and you're given points. But 3-team teaser I'm still gonna do. I got the Houston Texans +16.5. I know a lot of people say, oh, you know, John Harbaugh loves to, you know, rip a lot of points in week 1. I get it, you know, but 16.5 points, you know, and Houston, what they do last year, remember everybody's talking about Indianapolis Colts last year, they tied them in overtime, and they were 8.5-point favorites, the Colts were. So don't give you that stuff, you know. I think if the Texans can get this close to them, you know, 16 points, like, come on, it's a 6-point teaser. Detroit +12.5 I got, and Arizona +13.5. You know, Arizona, another team that's aging, but 13 points, you know, why not? You got to lose by 2 touchdowns. So that should be it for the week. Again, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next week. Again, like Tuesday nights, I'll be filming, and so keep an eye out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on that notifications, and I'll see you next week. Peace.